Oh, cripes, I forgot to press record for the first part of the session. Oops. Defying Statue's tears. Yes.
Fixate the tears. Fixate the tears.
You believe it is some kind of blessing, supposedly. Although it is based
Right.
purely on your viewpoint, whether it is a blessing or not.
Well, Trix,
If you want to be close to
you'll remain like this for now.
I don't want this, but I don't want to look like an ant.
You know it can
Look,
last anywhere between 1 hour and 10 days.
If you get any adverse effects, I'll try and dispel it for you, but for now, I don't really see any issue with this.
I look like a tree.
A beautiful tree.
Very pretty tree.
Every time you
A
move
very
it
small.
slightly.
You guys are only saying that to make me feel better.
Well, kind of, but also it's a little bit true.
How can a tree be beautiful?
You've
Many
never seen
trees
a
are
pretty.
beautiful.
I like trees. When you get up
You-
first thing in the morning and look out over the valley and see them all covered in snow and sparkling green,
You're
it's
now
very
among,
pretty.
you're now among the beings on this planet that give us the air we breathe.
You are a
I wonder
daughter
if-
of Yggdrasil.
Sorry?
You
I am what?
You are a daughter of Yggdrasil.
Now that's high
Does this
praise,
mean-
Trix.
But does this mean that my skin is harder? Does that mean that I have natural armor now?
I do not know. Nobody has ever drunk my tears.
Pinar, punch me.
Oh, come on, it's your only opportunity you're ever going to get.
Anyway,
If only Marco was here.
Anyway, oh great vestige of Earth. We've been
Gaia.
Gaia, like the Titan.
I am the Titan Gaia.
Well, we visited one of your brethren in what I believe was sort of a temple to the element of fire in one of the other parts of the city. And he graciously gave us his support in the upcoming battle which we must fight for the future of Mesro.
He's
And-
trying to strike a deal with Mother Earth. Is that what's happening here?
And well, we're here now to see. Well, for one, we're investigating the strong magics and curses of this place, and a great deal of magic comes from here. I presume that would be you. And would you be so kind as to assist us when the time comes to save the city of Mesro?
Return my eyes, and the children of the forest will hear your pleas.
Do you have any vague sense of where we can find your eyes?
I believe they were taken to the surface. I can sense them not far from here. Touch my face
Well, that's
and I will
good.
show you the way.
I will touch face.
Reach out and touch face.
Yes.
Reach out
and touch face.
I feel like I'm missing something here, but I'm happy for you both.
What? It's reach out and touch face. Do not.
I feel like I'm missing something here, but I'm happy for you both.
Is that what we're going with? I'm just happy for you both. I'm just accepting this.
Yes.
I'm already drinking this face's tears. I'm not
That's a
doing
perfectly
anything
normal
more.
thing to do, isn't it?
I mean,
I
Okay.
should just be natural susceptible to everything that's been going on with this face for the last couple of years.
the joke is, Travis, that the Depeche Mode made a song called Reach Out and Touch Faith. And everyone makes the joke that it is reach out and touch face.
Okay. I'm old.
Oh my, that's no excuse. And so Depeche Mode, that's definitely no excuse. Depeche Mode is the 80s.
Even Johnny Cash made a version of it, and Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Interesting.
Amazing.
Oh, I guess I'll have to look this up. Alden, send me
think- I-
the link.
I think Marilyn Manson's one is actually Reach Out and Touch Face, though.
Yeah, it is. He
I think-
really did it that way.
Yeah, he I think he was in on the joke.
I think he may have
That's
started the
pretty
joke.
funny.
I'm not sure.
I think it might have been, actually.
You get a vision of two things simultaneously in each eye. The left eye, you can see the amphitheater you once stood in from a very high standpoint. If you look around, you see the ramshackle remains of what was once a stone wall. Your right eye, however, you see the remains of a building around you, but the water seems to have enveloped it, and you are sitting amongst the rocks and coral of the water, with fish swimming about.
Alright. Can you read that out to me again?
Which one?
The right eye.
You are sitting in a room or a building which seemed to be ramshackle and been overtaken by the water. In fact, you are sitting amongst the coral and the fish and the pebbles below the water, looking up at the sky above. Are you writing this down?
Yes.
Even I'm writing this down.
The area looks strangely like Mesro.
Right. So both of them are in this section of the city.
Well, I think if you saw the same thing that I did, I think we know where both of these are. So we will, shall you say, keep an eye out for them?
We'll return Gaia, and we'll bring your ice.
The Earth Mother thanks you.
Of course. Anything for the Earth Mother.
Yeah,
Is it?
totally.
Would it be possible to
They call it terror
make this staircase a little bit easier to traverse when we leave and come back? We seem to have run out of rope, as it seems to be a one-use item for us.
You will find the vines will aid your descent. And as she says,
We greatly,
vines will wrap around you.
we greatly appreciate it. We will return shortly.
Go with me.
The mystery that you guys keep losing your ropes. And she's gotta turn her back and start walking out.
I should really write a side adventure. The party and the case of the missing rope, of the recurring missing rope. Like a B-movie moment.
I will just step over Marco here.
As you descend, the vines seem to hold tight and taut, almost as if you're parasailing down.
Wow.
Marco will look at Mesko and say, "We're going to wait here. We've got some things to discuss." And they'll move into the bush.
Yeah, things to discuss. Wink, wink.
Yes, like
Can they
the
just
Liam-
canonically get laid now?
I don't know what way the exit was. I think it was here.
I'm not
Like
sure.
the
Yeah, I have
name-
no idea.
How this starts.
the name of their firstborn child.
And their second-born, from the sounds of it.
Oh, okay, we're up here. Oh, ice. Where can we find the ice? What direction to
There's
head in?
So I think for both of them, we need to go towards the water. One is by the amphitheater somewhere, and the other one is in one of the buildings that's been taken over by the water.
Yes, I believe that's
Well-
going to be in one of the next quadrants. We've had Earth and Fire quadrant so far, so I'm pretty sure we have a flooded water quadrant as well.
Oh, there's quite a lot of water in the southeast part of this quadrant as well.
Yeah, the amphitheater was filled with water.
One of the
That is
eyes
true.
One of the eyes was looking out on the amphitheater, so he must be here.
We can give it a search there as well. If that doesn't pan
But
out,
let's just we know where the amphitheater is, so let's just move in that
Yes.
direction and kill some undeads on the way.
Yeah, Romana just zap zap whenever she sees a zombie.
Yeah, zap zap.
same thing with Hattie. You know the drill. She has cantrips. Let us see.
Water.
Oh, crashing right
What?
into a building.
Now, is this the same building that we had seen?
I suspect this. I at least want to check out this building here before we go into the amphitheater.
Oh, exactly.
Hmm?
The water is currently
Swim.
up to your waist. Descending further in, you believe you will have to go under the water.
Romana will step a few steps back and then investiture of ice upon herself. Because I love that spell.
So you can walk on the water.
Yes.
I think we're just gonna hold our breath and jump in.
You can't now, because the water is solid.
Like all the way around. I figured she'd just go to like 5 feet to the side.
Yeah, no, hold on. Investiture of ice is a 10-foot radius around me, so that means you have to walk 10 foot away from me.
All right. Well, yeah, that does change the plans a little bit. 10 feet's a little too much.
Now you cannot reach below the water surface.
Yeah, not worth it.
Romana will walk up to here, and actually, she'll enter the room just about.
You cannot see below you. The ice is too thick.
It's underwater. Howden, you put a lid on it.
That is literally what you did.
Ramanar, I think you have to remove the ice and get your hands wet.
I like ice as much as you do, but I don't think this is I think this was a bad call.
This is not the time and the place for this.
Romana will then step away.
You can end the concentration on investiture.
I can, but I would rather not just fall into the water now.
Oh gosh.
If the water is clear, I would like to like hold my breath and go under.
I'm gonna be honest. Hattie can get to here without holding her breath. You can get to here.
Yeah, which is why I need to hold my breath until I start swimming.
How good's your athletics?
Athletics, okay.
Would you like me
Wait.
as well?
Yes.
Wait.
Actually,
Oh, cool. That's
Oh,
plus
yeah.
0.
Okay, no.
Romana will walk to the shoreline and touch a stone, which she will enchant with the spell Tiny Servant.
Tiny servant. Really?
And I will ask the stone to walk along the bottom of the water and help my friend seek out an eye, a big eye belonging to a big statue.
We're like 10 feet away from you, and this house is not very big. You're getting very complicated with this. I don't think you need to have. I know
Yeah, but
you're.
the stone
Dude.
doesn't have to hold its breath, and it walks along the bottom of the
Standing
water.
on the water in a pillar of ice, basically.
I
You're
know you are very
overcomplicating
into
things.
the arcane arts, and your skills are excellent. But have you forgotten that we can just dive in and hold our breath for a minute?
I don't like water, so I'd rather stay up here and send someone down. And I'm helping you out with my little servant. And you'll see this little rock that's just sprouted little sticky arms and legs.
I think Romanar has forgotten how to normal.
And the little rock just
Wow.
goes,
This coming from Trix.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Again,
What are we doing while
Aromanar is
moving?
Aromanar is again a reflection of me, and I have thalassophobia. I don't like being in water.
Do we find anything? I don't think I can get very far with my athletics check, but
That's you swimming. That's not you trying to go under the water.
oh,
So it's
well, I
just
am trying to get in the
Are
water
you searching
underwater.
this area of the building or this area of the building?
I want to try and go into this one.
yeah. I'm sending my tiny servant into here.
As you're swimming, little fish kind of move around you, and the wildlife seems to be perfectly happy in your company. For most mortals, it would be quite scared of them, but for you guys, it seems to be quite friendly. They almost treat
Does it
you.
look like about? Does it look like a reasonable area to search?
It looks like a very reasonable area to search. In fact, it looks incredibly promising. But you
Very
guys,
good.
the water here,
Hey, we weren't idiots.
the water here is 50 foot deep.
My ears start to hurt.
Like mine right now.
Yes.
Um,
Is there anything weird that I can do
This is where
magically?
that's an aqua lung or something.
hey, can I? From like you said, it was 50 feet down.
Yes.
How far down can I like swim comfortably?
Roll a constitution and find out.
Just a flat constitution, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, hang
Um,
Not very comfortable.
About 10 feet. You believe?
hang on one moment, Trix. Question for the DM, and actually, this is probably going to be something that I'll have to roll for. Can I surmise whether Detect Magic would pull up a
A Titan's eye.
Titan's Eye? Yes. Would it be magical enough that I could detect it with Detect Magic? Because that would save a lot of searching.
If it is indeed Arcana.
Actually,
Arcana?
wouldn't a titan technically be within the realms of religion?
Very
Can I?
loosely.
Can I like underwater just roll on my back and cast Eldritch Blast? Because that's force damage. To propel
Force
myself
yourself
down the
50
water.
feet down.
To propel myself down the water.
I have one very important question. How do you get back?
Hmm? I'm doing the
Just
same
two
thing.
blasts.
You can hold your breath for 5 seconds.
So we're finding out that Trix can turn herself into a jet ski using Eldritch Blast.
As Marco can turn himself into an outboard motor with flurry of blows.
That would have been so cool though, just using Eldritch Blast to propel myself down.
if you want to try it, I'm not going to stop you, but
I want to try. Like worst case, I'm misty stepping my way out of there.
that's true. Yes, that's your out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hattie, you fully believe that an artifact like this would most definitely be detected.
Detect Magic. Okay, I would have to get closer. Never mind. It's a 30-foot radius, so Hattie will probably have to swim down a little bit to actually do it.
Are you going to do that?
Let's see.
Detect Magic?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see what your constitution is.
No, I mean swim down
is-
into it.
It's verbal and somatic, so
You can't speak underwater.
I know in most games you're allowed to speak, but it does use your air. There's a weird system for it.
Yeah, there is.
But oh, concentration up to 10 minutes. Never mind. Yeah. And so cast it and then start swimming down a little
Okay.
ways. to see. Would you like a con check or something
Yes, please.
for the swimming? All right. Let's hope that this one works out for me. That isn't as bad as.
You believe hold your breath for 1 second.
Is my
Can she even hold her breath?
tiny servant finding anything?
Um,
Hey!
where are you going to?
Oh my god!
Look.
I've sent him here.
I want
Wait,
the
hold
exact square.
Alex,
on. I've sent
I'm
him here.
sending my hand.
Oh god, no, not the hand.
I'm sending my hand down.
Important question. How is the hand going to swim?
How's it not going to swim? It swims like I would have swum with my hand. Like it's going.
But it's not attached to anything, so you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a jellyfish.
Oh yeah. Or
You just plonk the
'Cause you
hand
have
in the water
said
and it
that-
sinks.
you have said that I can cast only Eldritch Blast through my hand.
Yes.
So
Oh
my hand
God,
can
no.
propel down with Eldritch Blast
You're going to jet ski
without
with
me
your
doing
paid
anything.
hand.
Yes.
I like
I'm
that.
going to jet ski my
So,
severed hand
plots
down
plan,
to pick
and
up
Eldritch
the eye.
Blast is emitted from the hand and it plummets to the bottom of the sea forever riverbed.
Today on Top Gear, Hattie and Aromanar refuse to swim. Trix turns her severed hand into a jet ski, and the gang look for an eyeball.
Pretty much accurate.
Yeah, I am going to
Sounds more like
attempt to
food.
send my severed hand down to pick up the eye.
Well, we don't even know it's down there yet.
There is an issue. How do you intend to know if your hand has found anything? Or how indeed does the hand know it's found something?
Well, wouldn't it? Well, it would be linked to me as a familiar,
Yes.
so it would sense me. So
Yeah,
when I'm
doesn't-
when
it
I'm
doesn't
on the
have
top
eyes.
and like feeling that I want it to come back up, it would come up.
So you're literally doing
I'm
like
sending my hand down to
one of
scour the
those
surface.
sheets to every now and then pick things out.
Yeah.
3 hours later, Trix has amassed a massive pile of rocks.
I don't think this is. Wait, can
So is our greatest hope-
Arominar's tiny servant cooperate with my severed hand? So if Arominar's tiny servant is the eyes, I am the force and the like the.
The tiny servant does not have eyes either.
It does. It can see.
It sprouts hands and legs. It says nothing about eyes.
So the tiny servant is also just feeling around.
It actually says though that you can command the tiny creature, and so one of the suggestions is to stand watch. How could it stand watch without?
Oh,
eyes?
yeah. It has some sort of sense, yeah.
Tremor sense.
Yeah.
Not like blindside or something to 20 feet.
Yeah.
Right,
actually
I'm
didn't think this would be this much of an issue.
Well, you're making us roll con saves to see if we can hold our breath.
Of course I am.
Can I try again?
But Travis, in my defense, you're a fucking paladin. You're a cleric, sorry. You should be able to do this. And
Well,
Trix has a ridiculous strength and constitution. Trix should also be able to do this.
Wait, hold on.
A
I
Romanov
have
is
a
aquaphobic.
constitution.
Wait, hold on. I have 60 feet of rope of climbing. I can issue a command, and it moves to where I want it to move, and then it can move the other direction, so it can drag me down or something down to sea, and then I don't need to swim. but it can drag me down really, really fast.
How do you intend to command it to send you back up?
To speak the command word.
Underwater.
Yeah.
What happens when you talk underwater?
Wait, would ventriloquist just circumvent that?
No,
Fuck.
because you still need the ability to speak with ventriloquism.
Well, you can mimic, and it will still hear.
You still need the ability to speak.
You can speak without moving your lips.
You're still speaking. You're just breathing through your nose.
I'm out of suggestions. Like, I'm starting to think that, like, it's not even there, it's just we trying to get down this thing.
Wow. I'm gonna kind of leave the party with this one. I'm not helping you.
I'm trying to think.
That's what I want you to do.
I am slowly going through all of my
Come
inventory.
on, Travis. This is one of the puzzles you asked for. Stuff like
I
execution and things like that.
I know what I'm gonna do.
I listened, but you still guys still can't do it.
I am going to
I have no
use,
idea. I'm forgetting right now.
I'm going to
Okay.
use some of my book's spells. One of my book's spells.
Wow, this is how desperate he is.
Wait, I have an idea. I can just summon my demon, and it can go and grab it, because it's a demon.
Oh yeah, let's summon the shadow demon.
Yeah,
That
Let
might
me
be a
just
little excessive.
summon the shadow. Let me just summon the shadow demon
Let's summon a
60
higher,
feet below me,
summon a higher
or 50 feet below me.
rock for me.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be with me for an hour though, so
Oh god.
Okay, so then I don't need to use the spell I was gonna use. I mean, can we not, Arona will pipe, can we not waste the demon's time? I have another idea.
okay, what's your idea?
You're not gonna like this, Hattie, but bear with me. And I would
I
like
don't like this already.
to, from my spell, my book of my tome of my ancient tome, I would like to cast Summon Undead.
I actually think Hattie would prefer the demon.
I believe you need a viable corpse.
You call forth an undead spirit and manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range.
Oh, it's the spirit version. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You would like to.
So I will.
J- Judging by Hattie's silence, I don't think she would like this, Aromina.
I am not a big fan of it.
And I will
I-
command the spirit to head down and find and. So the form is ghostly, by the way.
Patty is so against this, it's obscene.
And I would like it to just float down and find the Eye of Gaia.
But if it's ghostly, could it even bring it up if it's there?
And if it can, bring it up. If it can't, just tell me where it is.
You're asking an incorporeal being.
Can your ghostly powers bring it up? If not, leave it be and tell me where it is.
I don't like any of this, but take the hand.
Oh yeah, and bring like just have Trix's hand follow it.
Oh, this does not make it any better. It really doesn't.
This is terrible.
wait,
This is the worst.
So we're
Oh,
gonna
and
summon an
it'll probably work.
undead spirit to accompany my hand 50 feet underwater to grab the Titan Eye.
So a
This is
ghost,
the funniest thing we've done in a while.
so a ghost and a disembodied hand walk into a bar.
I spoke too soon with my Top Gear reference. This would have had to have been one of them.
Oh yes.
Hey, on Top Gear. This is legit the weirdest thing we've done in a while.
Yeah, I'm
Tonight,
mortified by that. but
Tonight
yes, I
on-
think it is.
tonight on Top Gear, a Romana summons the ghost of someone's uncle. Trix's hand does a hand job, and Hattie is disappointed.
There is no safety in this place. Is this what
You
you're...
wouldn't let us swim.
I did
Right,
not
so
say
we
you
do-
couldn't swim. You guys rolled so badly you didn't feel safe swimming. This is not my fault.
Did we agree on the undead severed hand plan?
Let me just go somewhere else.
I could always just summon my demon.
No, they both make sense. I'm just gonna go sit over here.
As he walks away.
It's
Sit
not
down,
like
Caroline.
I am mortified. It's a little uncomfortable. It's not like
It make-
I'm suddenly because if I'm being honest, I can do the same thing. It's not something.
If it makes you feel any better, Hattie, you can go and kill some undeads while we do this.
No, what makes me feel better is that this will end soon. It's a
Yeah.
temporary. It's a temporary thing. It's at least somewhat understandable.
My summoning is only temporary. That is absolutely correct.
It only
Oh, I get a little thing.
it only fudges the balance a little bit. It's not really enough to take offense.
It's gonna go away eventually.
Yes.
Yes. So we just in the meantime doing something that's out of nature's balance.
Just a little bit sketchy.
Just a little. It's kind of like.
It's a gray zone type of scenario.
Green zone.
It's kind of like when the bartender forgets to charge you for one of your drinks.
Just let it go.
I'm going to grab my severed hand and I'm going to speak to it, have a heart-to-heart conversation and be like, okay, you're gonna follow this spirit down, and when this spirit points out, you grab that thing. Understand? Okay, be a good hand. Release it into the waters.
Plop. The hand falls and propels itself downwards with Eldritch Blast. You see a beam of pure force descend out of the water as it plummets down below.
So, does the undead spirit find anything?
You haven't told it what it's looking for.
You're looking for a big, probably stone or crystal eyeball.
So you don't know what you're looking for.
No. It's for a titan. You'll know it when you see it. It's by some corals.
Description.
While they are doing that, I'm just gonna be completely short because I never know with you, Alex. My hand picked up and brought up a couple of rocks. I'm just gonna make sure that the eye is not there by accident.
Yeah, the eye's already in the pile.
Yeah, we discarded as rock. Do some magic feeling over the pile of rock.
Detect magic.
Yes. Do I even have detect? I have everything. I don't
still
think
have
I have detect
up.
magic.
You can do an investigation roll to see if it's in the pile of rocks.
I like that I have almost every other spell, but I don't have detect magic.
Because you take
I
everything
do.
magical. Yeah, maybe Hattie should check them for you.
Nah, I'm investigating. Oh
Right.
my god, I'm rolling so bad today.
You do find a strange green glowing stone.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know you have learnt too much.
In the rock pile. I was just sitting here and be like, it would be typical of you of just saying that my hand brought up a pile of rocks and we not investigating the pile. Wait, so
Did-
is this the eye?
You have every belief it is the eye.
Wait, if I close my eyes and try to look through that left, can I connect with it again?
You see the room you were standing in.
Am I looking at tricks?
No. Yes, you are looking at tricks. Sorry.
I open my eyes again.
Hello?
I go tricks. That's the eye. Yes.
I
And I will
can't
turn to my spirit, and I'll say, "I'm so sorry for the trouble," and I will dismiss him. They them.
and I will recall my hand back from the depths.
I feel like such
Yeah.
an asshole.
And before we lose this, I'm gonna pocket it so we don't lose it.
Well, it's gone now. It's in Trix's pockets. If our
If
rope
I-
find any
If
indication,
I close
we never
my eyes
came
again,
back.
do I just see Trix's pocket?
Yeah.
You see the content of my pockets.
I see,
I've
oh, I
lost
see
one.
about
pocket.
I see about
lots
1,000
of
feet of rope.
flint and rope.
Oh no, I didn't put it in my inner pocket. I just said pocket.
Okay, there's lots of lint and half-eaten food.
And wands.
And wands. So it's in the wand pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in my wand pocket. All the rope is in my inner pocket because that's another type of pocket.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I mean, I don't have any ropes in my inner pocket. What do you mean?
What was that, Trix?
What was what? Did you hear a bird?
No, you were talking just now.
Oh yeah, my wand pocket. Yeah, do you want to see my wand collection?
Not right now, but that actually sounds very interesting. I think we need to get back on the task at hand and try to find the other eye.
Loves a magic wand, does Hattie. Anything really.
So if we assume that this is the eye that was in like the house thing, there should still be one left in the amphitheater.
Yes.
Alden
Was the
sounds
stone
angry
wall
at me.
was the stone wall that we saw at the amphitheater? Was that the crumbling wall of obsidian or whatever it is that the dragon had summoned earlier?
No, I said you were looking at the amphitheater with stones around you from a height.
From a height. Okay.
Oh, from a height. Okay.
Looking
Wait,
down
didn't Marco stand on a high point?
We all did because we
Yes.
climbed the dragon.
upon-
There was a tower
Oh,
over here
it-
somewhere.
It was the session before that. There was a huge fucking tower.
Marco did run up that tower over here. It might be the same one, or we might just want to go around the other way.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's like one big tower over here somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm walking 10 feet away from everyone at all points now. Because I'm not ending concentration on Investiture of Ice yet.
You refuse to end concentration on Investiture of Ice.
Wait,
I've used it, so I'm gonna keep using it.
wait. From what angle can you see the amphitheater?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to close my eyes and focus on the right eye again. Can I see myself?
You can't see yourself, no. Actually,
Can I see
no,
ice?
you can't.
I mean,
Can I
like
see
this
ice anywhere?
from like the
Yeah.
layout, where in like what
Yeah,
angle
you
you're
can see a
watching
high
from.
amphitheater wall. If you look behind you, you can see the crystal spire.
Wait, I can see in all directions with the eye.
Yeah.
So it can see the crystal spire behind it, but
Yeah,
it's looking
if you
upon
look
the
in front of it.
amphitheater.
Yes.
I will
It's
open my
probably
eye
going to
again.
be on the other side, so I think we should start making our way around.
I will walk back here, and I will close my eyes again and focus on the eye. Am I seeing myself now?
No. You see the same thing as you did before.
How about now?
It's a moment I'm just walking around the water. How about now? How about now? Yeah.
She's like she walked she walked like 20 feet, closes her eyes, and is like, "Can I see myself now?"
No. That's the answer. Your view does not change.
Wait. Since I am not a adept swimmer, I'm gonna go around this side.
What is
How about
Happy
here?
doing at this time?
Following. Apparently everybody left.
Standing at the
Oh
foot.
well, you could say you followed me because we were.
Standing at the foot of a
Yeah, I
150
think
foot tall bastion tower, you can still see the same thing.
Oh, so it can't. Oh, can it not look quite down onto the water where we are?
I'm not certain.
Well, if I can look in all directions with the eye, if I look sort of like down,
Can't look
do I
down.
just see like the? Do I? No. So it's like the floor of the the tower it's on, or the height it's on, is blocking the view of the water around it.
That would be your assumption, yes.
Fucking.
Trix, why don't you throw a couple of Eldritch Blasts up into the air and see if we can follow them?
Sorry, what?
Maybe that can
Oh,
help us
good idea.
at least locate where we
Are
are
you
so we have
setting up
some meaningful ability.
flares? Is that what's
Yes.
happening right now?
Even better. I am going because I'm in the, not even Eldritch. I'm gonna firebolt straight up.
Okay. Going to firebolt straight into the air.
Yes,
Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
guys. If that bolt comes back down, you might have to move. And I'm going to like after I cast it, I'm gonna move like 10 feet, 10, 15 feet out of the way just in
Bang,
case.
bang,
I'm
bang.
I have played Minecraft. I know what happens when you fire your arrow straight up. You're hitting yourself on the return.
Yeah, the two of us who can then focus on the eye. What do we see a firebolt just come out of nowhere?
You do.
From what angle though?
The direction the eye is looking. Hold on, let me work this out.
How do we use the information to roughly triangulate it?
Yeah, you could sort of tell us in which direction we should be looking for the eye in.
The eye can see it from a northwest direction,
Aha.
according to the eye.
That's about what I thought. But Romanar, you're the only one with water walking. If you want to come back,
The others can walk on the ice too, you
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh,
Roman
no.
will walk
faster
to
than me, at least.
Yeah, we'll walk to the. She'll walk to the shore with your eyes.
Eldritch blast you along. Is that what's gonna happen?
Hey,
A Roman
hey,
will
I have
return
Ray
to
of
shore
Frost.
with, Yes,
I
but
have
would
Ray of
you-
Frost.
would
I
you-
am going to make us water walk.
I don't
But
Oh
you
wait,
think
I
that's
rolled
going to
a
think
freeze
hit.
you-
the water
yeah.
enough. But
Hey,
it's a-
My thick ice.
Yeah, okay, I'm following them.
there we go. Because it's 10 feet all around, so that's pretty sizable.
Okay, I imagine we can all walk at the same pace over to like
Yeah.
here.
You stand at the foot of a 120-foot tall tower with handholds and strange crumbling relics of it around it, but no semblance of an entrance or stairs. This is clearly never meant as a place to reach through normal means.
Now, Tricks.
If we take a long rest, I can fly up there.
Have you used your flying
just-
already?
Did you use it already in the last hour?
Wait, fly? What do you mean?
Don't you have wings to fly?
Oh, did
Yeah,
you
but
tear it?
I have to attune to it.
Oh,
That's a short rest.
Which is why I said if we take a rest, I can fly up there.
that makes sense.
Or teleport up there. I mean, you have the helm.
Yeah.
Wait, I can just teleport us up there.
The DM is actually
Wait.
helping you now because after the last escapade, I feel sorry for you.
Wait, hold on, guys. We need to go back to shore. I can't set up Wait, I can teleport without setting up a teleportation circle.
I think it's as
I
long
hope.
as you can see.
Oh yeah, I can just
You can
Guys,
set up a teleportation
girls.
circle on my ice.
grab my hand. I'm gonna teleport us up there.
I will grab the hand.
Travis looks uncomfortable with that idea.
I don't think all three of us need to go.
Oh, but where would the fun in that be?
Also, I'm very
You're-
cold. You might not want to be touching me.
Can I even feel cold?
If you're holding his hand, if you're holding a Romanar's hand, I'll tell you what happened. Unless
Well, it's
not going to inform you.
Someone grab my hand.
Which hand? Actually, I will grab your spectral hand.
Well, that's actually a good idea because you are the only one that can touch my spectral hand.
Wow, this is getting so convoluted now.
that's strange. All right. Anyway, whatever. We'll just go, and Hattie will put her hand on Romanar's shoulder or something.
How's
Oh,
our
that's
hand
the
for
theme of
Romanar?
Huh?
Hattie's touching a Romanar.
Yes.
I think you won't feel cold.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I will attempt to teleport
It'll
us
feel
up.
very nice, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very humid and hot. It's worth noting. I haven't told you. It's approximately 47 degrees and incredibly humid at the moment.
So a Romanar is using investiture of ice quite wisely. She's cooling herself down.
The humidity is about
Okay.
80%, and it's 47 degrees Celsius.
Oh, so there's a constant fog of misty ice around me at all times, essentially.
Travis just feels sick at that thought of that. Everything
Yeah,
is suddenly moist.
honestly, that's about what it's been like here, because it's been in the mid 40s. And we've had thunderstorms rolling through the last 2 weeks. So it's been
Oh,
pretty nasty.
That's what it
You
feels
get that
like.
thunderstorm feeling.
Yeah, not quite jungle, but and we're in a weird valley, so it never rains on us. The rain always splits and goes around to either side, following the mountain ridge. So we don't even get any rain to make up for it. It's miserable.
Even Alex can feel your pain with the heat in London.
I truly feel your pain. You know I feel your pain.
Nah.
I truly do. 43 degrees here the other day. It was horrible.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's in England.
It shows
Yeah,
how
no,
I bought the kids ice poles. That's how bad it was. I went to the shop on my lunch break and bought everyone ice poles. That is how bad it was.
Understandable.
Very understandable.
You all have my sympathy, because I know how England is not built to take the heat. Arizona is definitely at least capable of handling
My
it.
garden nearly died. I said, fuck the hosepipe ban and started watering. Yes.
Here it's
Oh,
been
yes.
11 degrees and raining.
Fuck
Woohoo.
you.
Oh, that sounds so pleasant.
One of you want cold and the other one wants rain, and I have both of them.
You know I want cold and rain. I like cold and rain.
I would take
Yeah.
either or both of them.
You reach the top.
I just want
Sorry.
not right now.
Reach the top of a tower, in the top of which there seems to be some sort of crater, in which is resting a blue gem.
Oh, that's why we couldn't quite see it, because it was in a little bit of a alcove.
Hey, I think we found the other eye.
I'm going to guess this is the other eye, yes.
Oh, so that means that Gaia has heterochromia.
That's an ultimate.
Interesting. It's very pretty colors, too.
Yes. A lovely bit of
Alex just
heterochromia.
handing you beer. Is that what's going on right now?
Yeah.
Bitch. I haven't got a person behind
One-
me handing me beer. Fuck you.
It's my beer servant.
Bitch, you.
You could say you cast Scene
I
Servant.
bite my thumb at you.
Hey, I casted Tiny Servant in real life, and here he is.
I know you're smaller than he is.
Everything is small, is bigger than me. What do you mean? I am a tiny creature. I have a CR of 1.
Sorry, you mean a Sierra 1/4?
Okay,
An eighth.
an 8, yeah.
CR0.
Feel like I'm dissing myself as well as you.
So, Trix, can you teleport us down now?
It's actually
I
fairly
can.
cool up here, by the way.
Huh?
It's actually fairly cool up here.
So we'll probably take a
How,
couple of
how,
minutes.
how far down is it to the water?
The water, 160 feet.
You should be glad we're very high up now, Hattie, or else I would have jumped down.
I mean, that would have been fun if we weren't as high up.
It's 50 meters. You can jump it.
It will
Wait,
probably kill you.
Is it? Wait, is that 50 meters? We can jump
Yeah.
50 meters. That's a
Into
lot.
water, yeah.
Into unknown water.
It's doable, but it's a lot.
Yeah, no, I just mean like people cliff dive this all the time. So like it's not impossible.
Are any of us experienced cliff divers?
I am.
I'm not.
The tricks cliff diving.
Fine. For the sake of your health, I am going to be the good Samaritan and I'm going to teleport us back down.
That's good because with a Romanov's investiture of ice, if she jumps down 50 meters and lands on ice.
As they discovered when they ran Chaos. It's fine to have water walking until you try and jump off the ship. And break your knees. And ankles. Let's do another case.
Yes, yes, it'd probably be better to get. Yeah, probably be better to teleport down.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
take
but-
the eye, and we'll take the eye. I'm stating that right now. We're taking the eye
Oh, you're learning.
and teleporting down,
Okay. You can
and
indeed.
I will carefully walk my friends along my ice up here. They're lagging behind a bit, but they can swim.
Matrix is ray of frosting. Oh, sorry, Trix is ray of frosting her way along. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm
And
safe.
I will actually now just leave 10 feet in between me and them and stay in my investiture of ice because I'm comfortable this way.
Hey, I want to stay a bit close. It's very hot in here.
Yeah, but
It's-
you will now have to move through difficult terrain now that we're on land.
Romanov, you
Second
will.
thought.
You will like.
My jacket is pretty cold.
You would like my home if we ever get a chance to go there. Which I've been meaning to mention that. I think we should go there once we've cleared up Chult, because I have some unfinished business.
Well, I definitely do need to visit the mainland again as soon as we finish up here.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would love to go to your home place though.
You know that Draco Lich that we just offed a few
Oh
hours
yeah.
ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would very much like to, one, on a
Destroy
practical
his
level,
altar?
make sure he doesn't come back. Correct. I'm pretty sure his phylactery is at my house.
My house. That was very nonchalant and happy. His phylactery is my
If
house.
if I may
that-
ask, Hate, what is your homeland? You might have said it, but my memory has always been a bit fuzzy.
I'm from the north, far in the north. Let me see if I can remember the city. I don't even remember.
Just call it the spine of the world and she'll know what that means.
Yeah. I'm from.
Would
I live a little bit of. I don't even remember the name of the town there, but I used to live in. You would call it the spine of the world.
Yeah, didn't you say you lived in?
I
Didn't you say you lived in Luskin?
I know the spine of the world is a
Luskin, that's the name of the
mountain
city.
range of
We were a
islands
little bit north of Luskin.
very north.
am like, would Trix be familiar with the place?
Yes, you know what it is.
It's-
Everyone knows what the spine of
It's
the
like
world
saying Mount. It's like saying I live close to Mount Everest.
is.
Yeah, or like Washington.
It's just glaciers and mountains.
Okay.
Furthest north anyone can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like saying you live in Alaska.
Yeah. Or
Or
Finnmark.
Antarctica.
Or Norway.
Yeah, because Finnmark is the spine of the world.
It is.
No, it's not.
It pretty much is.
You know how shit it is here.
So,
Funnily
if you
enough,
like the, if you
actually, Travis, funny enough, after Dragon Heist, we're actually going to Icewind Dale.
nice, you have a chance to throw in some of my characters for NPCs.
I know.
After we're going to Icewind Dale right now in my adventure with Igor.
I'm going to call a 5-minute break there,
Wondrous.
as is complimentary at this time usually.
I'm going
Alexa.
to mute the call and
Just know as you can hear me. Bollocks.
Du så litt alene ut, Audun. Hei.
Jeg så litt alene ut.
Ja, det er bare jeg satt og babla i vei, og du så litt alene ut.
Ja. Nei, jeg bare satt på noe på YouTube mens jeg venta.
Å ja. Nei, da skal ikke jeg forstyrre deg.
Det er en sinnssykt bra animasjon.
Hva er det du ser på?
Den.
Den. Wait, sentrum på Discord. What is this sorcery? Legend of Dragon Ball Tale. Er ikke du som Dragon Ball Z-fan?
Hæ?
Du er sånn Dragon Ball Z-fan, er du ikke det? I take that back, yes you are. Ja.
Stemmer på det til siden.
Ja.
Husene at det er det siste med lærer resten, vi kan bare suse vekk. Jeg tror jeg liksom har en overestimate av hvor mye penger vi kommer til å vinne.
La oss spise ute. La oss spise på ramen-sjappa.
Men kjappa.
Du kan spise på ramen-sjappa.
Jeg var drithype på den plassen her. Alle jeg kjenner som har vært der, er dritskuffa. De er så dårlige at man begynte å servere alt annet enn ramen der også.
Uff da. Ja, men vi har nire, da. Vi må på nire.
Du skal ha lunsj på Niri.
Ja, jo. Det har vi sagt i 3 dager.
Og flyet det på tirsdag.
Det går på onsdag.
Det stenger.
I am back.
Hello.
Excuse me. Hello. I'm still here, even if I'm not in front of the camera. You all know I have ADHD and I wander. And also, I'm going to go.
Yep. Yep.
Ugh. Hoping to get my ear working soon. It's annoying.
I return. Cheers.
Good day.
Welcome back. Welcome.
Ina, leave fake Alex alone. I'm better than he is. She didn't hear that.
The one bonus is it's actually not that hot today, and it's nice and windy outside.
What is it?
It is only 100 Fahrenheit. What is that, about 37, 38?
It's 28 at the moment, but it's in the evening for me.
Yeah.
It is currently 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit here right now at 10:30.
But you have aircon.
Yes, I do have air conditioning.
My bed
Yeah.
is my tiny cooling cube.
Yeah, we also have air conditioning right here. That's where I said some pretty high temperatures. So I definitely feel for you.
11.
Let's check Pokemon Go, see if there's anything interesting.
What's that? I know you're late.
She was here and then she decided not to be here. That is a very interesting choice of things to do.
I am not late. I am perfectly on time because I can always hear you. Even now, because I have earbuds.
I know. I'm drinking wine and I can't see you, so you're not.
You don't exist.
Yeah. This happens when the glass is in my hand. If I can't see you, you don't exist.
Yeah,
I'm skeptical. Hello, I am here.
Yes, I'm not saying anything. It's the party now. I mean, I'm doing nothing.
Well, I assume we need to head back to the earthly pit of bark and tree leaves.
The Temple of Gaia.
Yeah,
I think
Yggdrasil.
the Temple of Gaia.
It's worth noting also that Trix, you have 12 temporary hit points.
Why?
As this has been going on, you have been photosynthesizing.
Wait, is this the reverse? Wait, huh? I have what?
Been photosynthesizing.
Remember, you still have plants.
It's what
Photosynthesis?
plants do with their chlorophyll
Yes.
to create food.
So I have gotten temporary hit points because of photosynthesis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a nice snack.
Yeah, Alex. Don't laugh at me.
Wow, you have so many sources of temporary hit points now.
Hey, let me kill something.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna make this whole thing worse now, Alex, because now it's like next time there's a fight, Aina's gonna have like
She's just going
60 extra hit points through just existing under the sun.
She's just gonna run.
The worst part is like
give me your tears.
the worst part is that like I'm probably the one with highest hit points to begin with, and now I have like all of these temporary hit points on top of that.
Nobody saw that one coming, did they?
Wait, can I like poke a hole in my skin to like extract sap?
Aloe vera.
If you wish to injure yourself.
I want
sounds
to
horrifying.
minorly injure myself to try and extract some sap. Because I'm pretty curious about how that would affect in a potion, or like business endeavors. I am a plant after all.
You a demi-human is what you class as right now.
Hey, I was that before I was turned into tree.
No. Actually, yes, I know. Trix cuts a vein and sap and blood spills out.
So it's just blood.
Yes. And damn it, you remembered
I'll
where to
just-
go. Bollocks.
Of course it.
We're going. Dodging and weaving.
In our favorite rocket ship.
Are you guys done fucking now?
Going through the skies, little Einsteins.
Are you really singing
Please
Little
stop.
Einsteins?
Climb aboard, get ready to explore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if a Catholic priest sings that, it has a whole different meaning.
A lot of
I
it.
already didn't like it.
And now it's 10 times worse.
Bara var bra.
Sei meglio, c'avevo dato.
Does
So, are
the
the vines-
wine? Yeah, I was gonna say that as well. Does the wines?
Yeah, actually, do the
Once
vines
again,
help
we're
us
about
up
to
now?
Drag you up.
What?
Marco is sitting with his wife having tea.
Yeah.
Smoking
Hey,
a cigarette.
It's lots of cigarettes.
Patio wave as we walk past. But that's about it.
Nobody quite knows
Oh,
what happened
can we-
between them and nobody's willing to question it.
Nope.
Can we start Sondre's next session with just him and his wife being in here?
And he has to figure out where we went.
Yeah. That would be really funny if we can spend like 10 minutes of Sondre just trying to figure out where to go.
That would be pretty funny.
It would be.
You will hear a voice.
Gaia,
You have returned with my eye.
we have.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Ask.
Do you remember which one goes on which side? Because we have both of them.
Oh, I remember.
I believe I have the left one, and Treat is going to pull out the green one.
I will place the blue
I
one.
literally wrote it down.
You
Yeah,
did.
I will place the
You
blue
did
one
ask her.
in. I will place the blue one in Gaia's right eye. In Gaia's right. As in our left.
Yes.
You know, this stone could fetch me a good coin.
The ground
Before I
moves.
Trix, aren't you
But I
already
am
filthy
going.
rich?
But I am going to be a good person. Because I am always a good person, and a good person would. And I'll, as I do that, plop
before I plop it in, I like Roman goes like,
Finds it a bit. Now I can see you. Now
Hello.
remind me, why did you come here? The earth moves
Well-
and my memories with it.
well, we will probably need your help for the fight that is to come against the Night Serpent and her followers.
The children
And for restoring
shall answer.
Mesro
Sorry. And for restoring.
and for restoring Mesro to its former glory.
I forged the base of Mesro. Once before, I shall do so again.
That would be
For my assistance,
very kind and appreciated.
take the blessing of the children of the forest.
I think I've already got it, but okay, thank you.
Nice. You are now allowed to use the jungler's favored terrain.
Nice.
Now leave the child of Uptau and his wife with me. They will be safe in my clutch.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not
can
sure
have
we could
them.
have gotten them out here if we wanted to.
You don't know what they've been up to.
I don't want to
felt
know.
the earth move.
They probably did too. That's more than I wanted to know. Thank you, Gaia. I believe we will take our departure now. We appreciate your aid
Go with luck, child.
and your conversation.
Hey, may I take a vial of your tears? I
Alas,
kind of like being this.
my crying has ceased, for you have brought me joy once more.
Oh, can I have tears of joy? I'm really curious about those.
No.
Fine.
Go, daughter of Mystra, child of Cyrenax, and creature of Cyric. Go and be happy. Restore this city to what it once was.
Romana will slowly turn to Trix.
What? Yeah. I could be the other one. I could be the other one. Oh.
Did you hear that?
Um,
Daughter of
And
Mystra.
I did
creature-
not hear anything I didn't already know. So yes, I heard it.
So you already knew.
Well, you know, nightmare. I kind of met my grandfather, and after that, it's just been a weird roller coaster. But I like you though.
Hattie does not question Cyrenax, though.
I was spell that for me because I was trying to look it up.
Cyronax.
Cyronax. Oh, Cryo, Cryonax.
Cryonax, yeah. You said Cyrenax.
If it's any consolation, Naramina, I was afraid you would hate me if I told you.
This will be a conversation for later.
I look forward. Are you bringing the wine?
You're bringing the. Now she's telling you to a wine and chips party with her Romanar and Trix discussing enemy. Hattie, when you bring some nibbles.
I will bring an entire cow.
That's
Oh,
what you class
even
as
better.
nibbles. Oh yeah, it would be what you class as nibbles.
Yeah.
A light snack, just a whole fucking cow.
Yes. It's a light snack to Hattie.
Alex might remember the story. Well, actually, I think I told all of you.
Is it halal?
But yeah. I don't know. The dragon
Is halal really something dragon take into consideration?
I don't know.
Probably their own vague form of it. Because, I mean, especially her being a grave cleric, she's about respecting the balance of life and death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
don't
probably
eat
something similar to it.
don't eat a cow that was conscious of its own existence.
Which reminds me,
Yes.
Hattie,
And also don't be a dick when killing it.
Hattie, since you can see life, the entire woodland in which Gaia is speaking to you is filled with willow wisps. Green, verdant willow wisps.
Do you? No, you probably don't see that, but we have capable aid in the forest and the jungles.
You can see something we can't.
Probably.
Aina, think.
Oh, that's
I know
normal.
Aina, think our command at the World Tree moment.
Yeah.
There.
I've been able to see a lot of things here in Mesra, and I think I've been reacting to them a little more than you have. You've seen the undead around here, correct? Like the ones we've been fighting.
Yes.
Can you see them as they were as well?
No. I see.
Not without guessing what their undead face would look like if they were alive.
There's no guessing for me though. I can see them as they were, and yet as they are now.
And
Similarly, I can see some strange wisps in the forest that I believe are the children
Wait,
of the jungle.
Is this the same ability that you have, that you can see this, but a Romanar to like see the magic shit?
Probably.
And we can't? I want to see a shit as well. This is not fair.
To be fair, both of you have been far more useful today than me. All I can do is watch. But it is quite interesting to see. Speaking of, do we have more to do here in this quadrant? Should we go clear a few more? Are there any undead left?
Yeah, unless you want to go and purge all the undead for a quick round, then
Which we should.
That would be down to Alex though, because we have been walking back and forth throughout the whole quadrant.
Yeah.
So I assume like
how many
we've
undead
probably
have
cleared
we?
out a lot of it, if not all of it.
we could just go on like a sweep to just wipe out everything. But that would be down to Alex.
I mean, do you have some divine power that will just cleanse everything in the area?
Hey, have you tried sticking your hand in the ground? You've been 2 people that stuck your hand in the ground and shit happened. Have you tried?
Out of character,
Your hand in the mud.
I literally took away. I didn't. Or I'm still trying to figure out what 6th level spell I want to give her because we leveled up. There's one that I almost took, but I felt like it would take all of the fun out of the game, so I didn't. Or at least I don't. I still have that. I'm still playing with it, so I haven't decided yet. But there's one called where did it go? Still have the spell. It's just not prepared right now. Because reasons. But it is called. Is it not prepared spell? Known spells because I wasn't sure if I wanted that one or not. Anyway, it would ruin all of Alex's fun, basically. And it is called Forbiddance. You create a ward against magical travel. It also does 5d10 damage to any elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, or celestial in it. If I choose, I can choose one of them, which would obviously be undead. And it covers a range of 40,000 square feet. I could basically single-handedly purge Mesro.
Yeah, don't use that.
But like that would ruin the entire. That would take away like a lot of fun.
That's what Valerian cast on Argynvost to stop Strahd coming in.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, that
that's
is
yeah.
3.7 square kilometers.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
would
that is
love
the
for you
entirety
to.
of.
I would love for you to cast that simply just on the undeads.
That was my plan, but also I literally wanted to talk to Alex first before I
Also,
took that spell.
it bars magical travel, which means you remove Trix's ability to teleport.
Unless
And
you have the
Um,
password.
oh, because I was going to say,
That's the password.
yeah, both
Then
Trix and the
it-
Romanar can magically travel.
Yeah.
added magical travel wouldn't even be an issue. Do you know it's not only undeads it kills?
I can pick one thing, and I would.
Oh,
Pick
you can pick
undead
one.
for here.
Okay, then you're fine.
Yes.
One.
Oh,
Then you're fine.
were you,
And
was-
again, if you have the password, you're safe.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Well, then you do you. Then it would be fine.
So, Alex, would this ruin too much of the campaign for me to take and cast?
I would say it's 1 quadrant.
That's what I was thinking.
You wish to
But I
cast
can
it
cast it
one
every 10
quadrant.
minutes.
It would be 1 quadrant,
So 10
So-
minutes per quadrant.
and I'm going to allow you to cast it once in Mesro.
Because I was going to say, technically, there's no limit on how many or how often you can cast it. It's a
Well,
10-minute ritual. That's all it is.
You could just say that like you kill
But-
all the like minor
Yeah.
undeads that we haven't been encountering anyway because we would just kill them. So it's just time consuming. So all the time consuming undeads
I'm going to
is
say
now just gone.
concentrate it on 1 quadrant only.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm not even going to use it. I'm not even going to take it, just because it would ruin too much of Mesro, I think.
Oh no, there are other things but undead in Mesro, don't worry.
You can,
Yeah.
like you said, you can use it on one quadrant. So if you use it on this quadrant, then at least we know that this one is cleared as well.
Well, I didn't prepare it today anyway, so I'm just going to put that on myself and say I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
As a DM, I am not averse to using it on 1 quadrant if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'm actually going to stick with the fact that I didn't prepare it.
You also don't need to prepare a ritual. As long as you have any knowledge of the spell, you can take those 10 minutes to do it.
As a cleric, I believe I have to have a ritual prepared still. Wizards don't have to do that.
Oh yeah, because
But
as
if
long
you
as I
have
know,
but if you have the aid of me and Aromino,
It's a little different than that. If
Yeah,
you want to
if-
play with the rules a little bit, we can say that we attempt to cast it for the next 10 minutes just to make sure this quadrant is purged and clear. I'll say that's up to Alex whether he wants me to be allowed to cast it unprepared.
I will leave it down.
The thing
to
is-
players' choice.
Say that again? I didn't hear.
We,
I will leave it down to players' choice.
we could, since you don't have it prepared, you can get the aid of me and Rominar, and then we roll for it. So if we fail, then we fail. If we succeed the rolls, we succeed. Then it's up to the
Yeah.
dice.
I think so. Between the three of us, I think we should be able to pull it off. Because it's
Yeah,
not
because
like this would be the first time Hattie's casting it, so she wouldn't be entirely sure. But having the guidance of two other magic users would probably greatly help.
yeah, and not only that, but like you have because like all three of us divided is we have to you piece of shit. We have different like aspect of magic. Like Arominar has like a pure the weave magic. You are a grave cleric and have more on the cleric side. Whilst I pull from more of like the warlock elements. Like there's all three different kinds of spell things. Like if we put our heads together, we would probably try to dissect the spells without you having it prepared. If we roll good enough.
Fair enough. Let me pull it up again for Barons. Let's see.
And yeah, as long as Rominar gets to sort of read and understand what the spell is, she can cast it as a ritual.
So between the two of us, we should be able to pull it off, and just
Hey, I
purge
want to be helpful.
purge and clean this entire area. Let me see. I'm trying to read over it because it's like 3 paragraphs.
Yes, it's a very long spell.
Okay, so I've not done this before because it's still fairly new to me. I'm aware of the concept, and I think I should be able to make this happen. I think we can actually clear out, or at least make sure that nothing too bad comes back into this quadrant. We should be able to confirm that it's all the way clean, cleared, and purged.
Are we on a mass purge?
We've already done most of that, but I figure if there's any stragglers, we can at least make sure that this area is safe.
Murder.
If we can clear out the necromancer here, it'd also clear out my vision, so I can see if there's anything else left here by tapping into the magic.
Oh, even
Yes.
I can tap into the magic to see.
True. You could both probably do that once we get this area cleansed. So,
What do you
I
need
think
us to do, Hattie?
I don't rightly know. Here, first off, Trix, take this. And she'll hold out a bottle full of holy water.
What happens if I touch the holy water, Alex? I've already grabbed it, but what happens?
It's a bottle of holy water, you're okay.
Okay. Yes, I have holy water.
Okay, so this is one of the main ingredients in this spell, but I think I don't know. It takes me a few minutes to do this, but I think I just need to sit down and concentrate on the area that I want to clear. Romanar, do you have any tips for maintaining like a large? Because you have better arcane eyes than me, if you will. Do you have any tips on how to maintain a large perspective? Because I want to clear this whole quadrant out, and I know I can do it, but I've never done it before.
Well, sort of. It's spells like this are usually, and especially in a religious sense, they're usually these sorts of rituals. So if we just take our time, read the instructions correctly, if you have any of those or if you know those, use the correct components and Well, I imagine just pulling together our combined arcane masteries, then it shouldn't really be a problem to create a large, powerful totem of some kind.
That makes some sense, but the instructions are not. I don't really have a instruction booklet the way that you do. I don't know what
Well,
this will help with.
Can
What
you
if you follow your intuition? That usually works for me.
just let me know what it is you need to do to complete the spell? What are there any chants, hymns, any a dance or symbols or anything?
I think it's more of a long prayer.
Well, it does sound exactly like a ritual spell. I understand those quite well. So as long as you have all you need for it, I understand the holy water is the part. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Well, I need an incense, but I have that as well. So she's going to pull out an incense from her pouch. Now, here's the one thing I did want to ask you about, Alex. It says I need a powdered ruby worth at least 1,000 GP. That is not consumed.
Do you have a ruby?
That's the question. I don't believe I do. I have a bunch of diamonds and stuff. And this is what I wanted to ask about, is Hattie would have known that this was a good possibility. Can I say she would have bought a ruby when we were at our last shopping trip like a day ago or 2 days ago, whatever it was, in preparation for using this spell?
Do you have the gold?
That's up to you. Yes, I have the gold.
Yes, subtract the gold, and I will say yes. I will be merciful. For this.
Okay. Thank you.
Merciful.
Are you
Oh, that's
questioning my
Worst case, the links in Trix's pocket probably is consistent of like ruby powder, just like the
Alex,
dust of her
Alex
pockets.
is like, I'm a merciful god.
I am merciful.
So let's see, 1,000. That'd be.
Am I
do
not
do
merciful?
I have enough? Maybe I don't have enough. Let me see. 1,500 silver, so that's 150 gold plus 455 gold plus. I have total in GP. Never mind. At the moment, I have 836 GP. So unless I could get a little bit of help from Trix, then I wouldn't be able to do it.
Trix would probably have bought the rube for you. But yeah, I can add with the rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I'm just gonna use the rest of it because she doesn't really have any use for it. Cleric stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm just.
So it would be 164 gold that Trix would have had to spot me.
Okay, and I'm removing that.
However,
Oh,
can
no.
Trix do that?
I was just about to say I can't even see a difference in my gold.
Do you even have that amount of gold on D&D Beyond? I don't think you can you?
I've actually told you I've had to written all of my gold in like the notes section because like D&D Beyond can't hold the amount of gold that I have.
No, I
Oh,
know.
that's excellent.
Wait, if you turn your gold into platinum,
Why would I
just,
do that?
well, it's
Because one
just
platinum piece is worth 10
It
gold,
wouldn't
so you can
like
carry
I
it
would have
easier.
I would have
still wouldn't
maxed
help
out
her.
platinum.
It wouldn't
Yeah, I
matter
would
to
have.
you. One
Removing
Yeah, I
one
would
zero
have
is not enough.
I would have maxed out platinum and still had gold left. So
We're about 20 zeros.
So
like the last time I asked it, and it is a while, so I think it's a bit more now. But like I have it in a safe, so I don't have all of the amounts on me.
So I think here's what we were going to do, because I believe the rubies are only consumed by this spell if I do it every day for 30 days and permanently consecrate an area. This is just going to be a temporary consecration. So what we're going to do, and Hattie's going to go ahead and just sit down and kneel on the ground. I think here's what we're going to do. Trix, can you take that holy water and sprinkle just a little bit of a circle around me? There should be plenty of it there.
Trix does so in a very
Okay.
manner.
I know a Romanar doesn't like water, so I thought that you'd be the one for this.
Yeah. Holy
I'm
water. We totally agree with holy water.
I'm fine with water. It's just I don't like being in big expanses of it. But fine.
I didn't want to assume. I'm trying to
Fair
be
enough.
mindful. I'll make that note. It's I'm still learning.
Hey, I
I-
didn't touch
we
the
can-
holy water. It's fine.
We can just discuss this later. I'm not afraid of water, but I'm afraid of the beings that may be in water. You know, like krakens and things.
It's a river. I don't. Well, that's for another day. So Hattie's gonna take out her holy symbol, take out the ruby, and just spread the rubies, I guess, behind the holy symbol. I don't know how this works. There's literally no description for how it's actually cast, so I am making all of this up.
Think of it like a seance.
Yeah. So she's going to be sitting down with the rubies set out as kind of a focus, sitting out with her holy symbol held in front of her, as she's just going to close her eyes and begin praying and stretching her consciousness out to the surrounding area around her.
Is this?
He's supposed to be quiet while she does this.
I don't think it'll matter. But before I start,
And Roman just like, shh, we're working here.
before I start, I think two things. First off, come in, come here.
Yep.
I need to tell you the password because I don't want you all to get injured. And I also need one of you to run and tell Gaia and the happy couple the password so they don't just get injured.
Okay, Trix, you should probably go do that.
Why
So-
am I the one that's supposed to do that?
You do move fairly fast, Trix.
And
I have the lowest speed of all of us.
I also need to do. I'm also planning to do some more things to help out. And as this is happening, Romanar is scrolling in the earth, like around where you've set up this whole seance.
Fine.
She's-
I'll
she's-
go tell the big
Yeah, she's putting-
stone dude.
She's scrolling in runes in Wrathlake that she has derived from divination magic in a circle around you.
Hey, so what's the password then?
That's the thing. I think the password should be something that nobody would know. So I'm going to tell you my real name.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yes, I trust both of you. I haven't uttered these words in a very long time, so it feels very strange to say. It won't be entirely strange to you. It's
Wait,
not
don't say
like
that.
I've been lying.
Can I still call you Hattie?
Yes, that would still be preferable, to be honest, but my true full name is Hatrasoth.
I can't spell that.
So that
But
will
yes.
that will be the password. Hatrasoth.
Ida's doing her best to try and spell it.
Would you like help
Yeah.
spelling it, both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
H-A-T-T
Yep.
R-A-S-S-A-T-H.
Hatrasaf.
Wow. Okay, Hatrasa. Okay. That sounds like a dragon name. Okay.
It's
Because
just
it is.
Y and an X.
Okay,
Is
I'm gonna go
I know
to
a
the
lot
other
of
one.
research coming up with her name.
You know what I mean? Though? Most dragon names have Y and X's in them for no real reason. And most of the time, when
Yeah.
you say the name, you don't say the Y or the X. So they're completely.
Trix is gone.
Actually, this is very, very interesting. I wonder if I have to think about this. Would she drop her polymorph to finish casting a draconic ritual spell.
No. I don't believe so. But sure.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it would be really cool, but I don't think she would.
I don't think now is the time to dragon up, basically.
No, definitely not. So yeah,
Go Power Rangers.
so that's the password.
Yeah, Hatter's becoming a Zord.
I don't think I think this goes without saying, but please don't. I'm just still Hattie,
Of course, Hattie.
but I kind of wanted all of you to know. And so she's going to sit back down and begin the ritual casting.
Romana will keep making divination runes in Wraithlake around her. One or two of which has like one symbol in it that you slightly recognize, but it's not completely the same as what you recognize.
Yeah, it would vaguely look like something I knew, but in a different language. So, a few minutes into casting this.
Trix will add a couple in Infernal. Just to make
because
her
that is so
presence
holy.
known. Just to make her presence known. It basically translates as Trix was here.
Excellent. So I think and correct me if I'm off on the visual on this, but I think a few minutes into the ritual, you would start to kind of feel the wind start whipping around, just this kind of really interesting presence of power and energy swirling around Hattie. And then a few minutes later, it would intensify, and as the ritual comes to a close, there would just be this pulse of white light that shines out all the way around her.
I think
Just this little.
I think you're doing it.
Coding and clearing Mesro. I think you're right. And so as she concludes and stands up,
Yeah, when she concludes, I'm done telling the guy, dude,
good.
the other two.
Gaia's a woman!
Gaia is the mother of Earth.
Gaia is Mother
The
Earth.
stone figure, though, then. The three
Gaia
in the
is-
cave. Is that better?
Yes.
Gaia is the most feminine presence there is.
So this quadrant, I can say with certainty there are no undead left here. This quadrant is clean.
That is.
What do you see, Aromnar?
Oh yeah, Romana will now tap into the weave and try to sense magic.
Where?
Generally in the quadrant, does she feel as much of a background noise of necromancy as she did before? Because she was like completely blinded by it before, to the point where she couldn't really sense any big sources of arcane energy.
Can't sense necromantic energy, however, primal magic seems to have filled the area.
Oh, we like that. Gaia's influence has taken over this quadrant now.
That's good to
Aromnar.
hear.
Because from what I can tell, the only magic here now is ancient and elemental in nature.
And a
Can I feel some magic that he can feel if we overlooked something?
How are you attempting to feel that? Are you giving in again?
Since I gave in last time, I kind of thought that I had like this constant thing.
There's a reason I'm
But if
asking,
not,
so-
Trix would probably give in again.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not your vape.
You
It
feel,
is a buffalo opener.
you feel a strange
I
amount
know.
of clarity this time, but you find yourself looking for a set of eyes which are not your own once more. It seems to be sealed in a chamber, littered with glyphs you do not recognize but seem strangely familiar to you, deep in the earth below.
in this like quadrant or just on the Mesro?
Below the center of Mesro. Around it, you can also see beside it a bright light surrounded by glyphs.
Do I know how to reach that place?
No.
Do I feel that Trix has disappeared into the Shadow Weave again?
Yes. And her entire form is covered with that of a dark dragon.
Does Hattie see that?
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't have given her the holy water to hold.
Maybe, just maybe, there was a little bit more to purge just in Trix.
The entire being of Trix.
We can worry about that later.
I
I
think,
think I have something for that also.
Hattie, I'm going to be honest. I think she's going to be the death of me, or I will be the death of her. Quite simply put.
As your power fades, the vision fades out, you can hear, "We are nearly free." And in
I
fact,
am just
also
going
comes out-
to.
Trix's voice also comes out with these words, with that voice, however.
Oh. So they can hear that Trix says we are nearly free.
Yeah, with a
That
voice
is
not her own.
That is
uncomfortable.
disturbing.
I'm pretty sure I know who it was. Would Hattie recognize if this is the Night Serpent or not?
Oh, it is not the Night Serpent, you are certain of that at least.
That's fair.
But it is ancient.
Okay.
And a Romanar, you know it is very, very old and powerful.
But does a Romanar know what it is?
No.
So none of us know what it is. Or do I know what it is?
No. A Romanar, actually, Hattie, you've heard of talk of shadow dragons before.
Hmm.
It's strangely familiar.
Trix, I think you giving yourself into the Shadow Weave is very dangerous. I think you should wield your power carefully and with control. Don't let it control you.
You were never out of control at any point during that, it's worth noting. To your knowledge.
Yeah, because I assume I'm out of it now that I'm back to being me.
Yes.
The thing is, Romanar, when I do this, I am in complete control because I follow the lines, you know, because there's lines and it leads me. And by the way, there is something underneath that crystal sphere, and we have to investigate that at some point.
Investigate that.
Yes, investigate.
Well,
I mean, that's 100%.
You also feel, Trix, that the creature is friend rather than foe. This could be the Dark
It's not
Guardian you were
evil.
told about.
It's not evil. I know it's not evil.
Trix,
It sounds evil.
by your definition,
Yes.
this thing may be evil to me and
No.
Hattie, and
No.
not to you.
No, not necessarily
No.
to Hattie, because Hattie understands that light and dark are necessary for balance to be achieved.
I'm not sure the word good and evil apply to this, Trix.
The thing is, Roman, while it might sound or feel evil to you, this feels and this feels very very familiar to me. Like I don't find this like there is evil in the world, yes, and people do evil shit, but I highly doubt that me going into the Shadow Weave is necessarily a bad thing.
But
Because
also,
I don't know what you see, but I know what I feel.
let's not forget that you have told me your grandfather
Are we going
Is
to do the
also the
grandfather talk
murderer-
again?
Is also the murderer of Mistra?
Presumably.
Is
Are you stating that you don't trust me simply because my ancestor killed Mistra?
Your
Trix?
ancestor
I have
killed
never.
his ancestor.
Trix, I've never trusted you. I like you, but I've never trusted you.
Not true.
Now, for now, like I said earlier, this is a conversation for later. Let's
I am
liberate
simply but a trustworthy gnome.
I will take out my magical stone and put it on the ground again to open a rift into the.
What words are you saying?
The- Since when did I have to say words?
You said
haven't
the
said
word
the
last
word.
time.
You have to say the word. You said the word last time. Nobody help him.
I don't remember it. I only write down my stuff.
Yeah,
That's a lie,
I
but
don't have
didn't
my
write it down.
notes, so
I'm curious, like, if I have it written down.
That's Dragon Heist.
Ah. So, question for the DM while we are
Well, Alden's
taking this.
he searches for his notes for something to help him.
Yes. So, Hattie gets the vibe that this is a draconic. Does she know for sure it is a shadow dragon or just a shadowy draconic energy?
Shadowy draconic energy. You've heard of shadow dragons before, so you presume what you think it is.
Okay.
You've never
So
seen them because they never leave the Underdark, to your knowledge.
Yeah, but it does feel and sound familiar. Was she speaking draconic?
She was speaking a strange version of draconic.
Okay.
One that your ancestors may have understood, but you'll not necessarily understand all of.
it's like Norwegian and Old Norse. I was speaking Old Norse.
Yeah. Where she would probably be able to pick up a lot of it, but it would definitely sound different.
I
Mhm.
did not write it down.
Can I open a rift?
Sorry?
Can I open a rift back to the crystal sphere?
You know the words.
I didn't have any words like your owner had.
If you know the words.
No, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Last time I did this, you told me when I just dropped the rock on the ground, it opened a hole.
Yeah, I
You
have
said
words.
You said something.
Hmm?
You said something.
I actually distinctly remember you having a word, like a command word. It was something in Latin.
Was it written on the stone?
No.
Wasn't it something that dude in the crystal sphere told Aromanar
I will
when
tell,
he handed?
He did, yes. Azuf told you the keys.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I need help.
As Breyer of Passage would any
No.
Alex,
Yes.
please.
You begging me right now to tell you
Yes.
what this is.
Calvin, pull up the recording.
I will tell you that the answer for fire is Ignis Imperatore.
Terra Imperatore.
A rift will open up below.
Maybe write it down, Adam.
Yep, I am doing that right now.
Yeah. Okay, so we're surfing back to the crystal sphere.
Old Latin, you'd be completely screwed.
Good thing I have a vague understanding of some Latin words.
You know what earth, air, fire, and water are, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you? What's water?
Aqua.
Aqua.
What's air?
Um.
Air
To
is the
Google.
hard one. Without Google.
You know,
Yeah.
the only reason I know Aqua is because I watched Pirates of the Caribbean #4.
I don't remember what it is. I don't know if I ever knew.
I'm gonna have to look it up at some point, but I don't. What is it?
I don't know what air is in Latin.
Oh, that was.
Do you know what air is in Latin?
I'm working on it.
Well, technically, you need to know what wind is in Latin.
Yeah.
What's wind in Latin?
Are
You
you
know
asking
Latin.
fake Alex?
No, it's
I am not asking fake Alex at all.
it's the word for wind that I'm actually looking for because I should know this because I studied a lot of geography.
It's earth, air, wind, and fire.
Yeah, I know what it is because I
Uh,
googled it, but I'm not going to say because
That's
I
fine.
won't have to ruin the fun.
September.
I just know it.
But does the rift open up underneath us?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Cool. Are we gonna weave surf again?
Oh, is it something like Ventus?
Ventus, it is Ventus, yes.
Vann. Vind.
We all know that fire is Ignis.
But we were wondering what wind was, not water.
Ventus. Water is Aqualis, technically.
So I have to say, now I said Terra. I already forgot what I said.
Terra
Did
Imperator.
you write it down?
I'm writing it down. That's the thing. I immediately forgot what I said. Terra
Imperatora.
Imperatora.
I have paraphrased slightly, but so it's easier for you to do.
Imperatora.
Mento. Vento.
Ventus.
Ventus. But this is meta knowledge because he got curious.
Did he Google it?
He is Googling it. But no one can ask him not to Google it.
No.
So this is meta knowledge.
Et nomine et spiritus sanctus. I'll just do the Lord's Prayer in Latin, shall I? For no reason whatsoever.
Ignis, Terra,
Oh,
Ventus.
Alex, what about that Turkish
That's what-
wrestling thing? What was that again?
Turkish oil wrestling.
What did you say, Alex?
Turkish oil wrestling. I think it's Turkish oil wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
It is the gayest sport in the world, and I love it.
You should Google it.
Make him Google it and watch it. It's in the Discord
He's
chat
seen it.
somewhere.
He's seen it.
Is that the butthole an actual hold point?
Yes,
It's like it
Okay.
is the gayest sport out there.
it really is. I want to go and see it, and I want to take Sunday with me.
We started I don't remember what Dungeons and Dragons, but we started Dungeons and Dragons session with like someone just posting that in the chat, and like every one of us was just sitting here looking at Turkish wrestling, and
my
it was
fault.
super weird. It was awful.
Me and Sunday loved it. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, no, of course. If you're gay, then go ahead.
Then you enjoyed it too. Don't lie, bitch.
Of course I enjoy it. I'm a girl. I'm allowed to enjoy shit like that.
Yes, a rift opens up. What are you going to do?
Well, I jump
I'm
in,
grabbing a Romana's hand.
You're grabbing a Romano's hand, okay?
seeing as we've
Yeah.
done. Also, by the way, I am ending concentration on investiture of ice now.
Why not?
Yeah,
Oh, thank heavens for that.
I'm jumping in as we have before, and taking the reins of the disc that we are surfing the flow of the weave on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with the wave without the Romanar, so I'm gonna hold her.
Yeah,
Hattie's just along for the ride.
and I
Happy
will
to be here.
follow the weave flow that takes us back to the tower.
I can't find the tower map.
Hoping that I'm getting a little bit better at this now.
Slightly. You have a slight bit more control this time.
It's like driving a car for the second time.
I have to ask, do I feel odd being in the weave?
No, you feel empowered because running next to the weave is the shadow weave.
Oh. Hmm.
So where I
That
see an
happened.
abundance of stars and rivers of energy, she would see the negative energy.
You would see both. They run perfectly in conduit next to each other at all times.
Mm.
Because the shadow
How do you
has
see
never
it?
been damaged.
So they
How do
flow
you see it?
parallelly, like where there is the weave, there's also the shadow weave.
The weave was destroyed when Mistra died. The shadow weave has never been damaged and still remains intact how it was when it was created. It's older than the weave is. Just a fact.
Okay, we're back here. Well, we only have the right side.
I'm going to excuse myself for a minute. I desperately need to go to the toilet.
Yep.
There.
And
So we know we have 2 quadrants remaining to clear.
it's the two on the right.
Correct. The
How,
northeast and the southeast.
Well, we wouldn't know which one would, like, if we feel anything unless we have our big mighty all god present. He's currently on a bathroom break.
Occupied.
I do distinctly remember we came into Mesro from like the bottom right one.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think we did come into Mesro through that one.
Nej, det höjda. Där.
So perhaps
Central
we should leave
Topma.
that one for
Yeah.
last.
Well, we do know one thing. There is a big bad thing in one of the things in the bottom left. Like, if we go to the bottom right one, we know what we're going to because we're already been there.
Yes, but Marco is occupied, and didn't he want to kill that alligator thing himself?
Kill is maybe not even the right word. I think he wants to. I
Friend?
think he sees it as a friend. Yes.
Either way, I think that he'll want to be here for that interaction, so perhaps we should put that one off to last.
Anyway, our big mighty all god is here, so maybe he can tell us what we feel.
Yeah, since I can
From the
see
different
light, what would I
quadrants.
see in each of the remaining 2 quadrants?
Which one would you like to look at first?
North. I want to look at the northeast first. Quadrant 1.
The northeast, you once again sense a very powerful shrine.
And what of life and undeath is there?
You sense no undeath, but you do sense abominations.
Okay.
Betrayers of Mesro and creatures which unsettle you greatly. Creatures of ice and frost which don't belong here. Ancient enemies of your kind.
Fair enough. And what would I see in the southeast? Quadrant 4.
You sense flaming first mercenaries, strange creatures twisted beyond contempt, and monstrous natural creatures which have been twisted by the land.
The big alligator,
Yep.
among
Sounds
other
about right.
things.
Also sense a shrine to water in the southeast.
What magics do I sense in the northeast?
You sense strange old magics pertaining to the wind,
Chi è il modello?
air, and creatures older than you can possibly imagine dwelling within. You sense a nexus around the a small pyramid on the map.
I see it. And the southeast?
The southeast. Oh, actually, I'll move you to the right map because this one you can look at. The southeast, you sense twisting magics and a shrine to water. You also sense
So this north.
something you can't control and you can't understand in this area.
So the northeast quadrant, I believe, would be the one to air,
and in the southeast. In the northeast and the southeast, you sense something you can't contain.
Huh.
Do I sense anything odd of one of those quadrants? Like,
In both,
not
you
the
sense-
ones.
You sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say we sense odd things in all quadrants.
In both of them, you sense knowledge.
And I know what knowledge that is. However, I do agree though. Let's go to quadrant 1 because we do know what we will face in quadrant 4. So if anything, if there's something in the one we don't know that could fuck us up, at least we know what we're going to on the last one.
Correct. And I don't really want to deal with the mercenaries or that strange figure that was
Or the-
there before. I don't know if they're still there or not. That dark guy, the shadowy magician figure. I don't know much about him, but you two seem to know him, and he did not seem particularly, shall we say, friendly.
No, not at all. I vote we go to the northeast. I can definitely
Yeah.
tell that we need to go to this, and Aromna will point at the like board. This pyramid is the strongest source of magic here, and guessing by the
Oh, you sense that's
apparent.
not the site of the shrine, though.
Sorry.
You're sensing that's not the site of the shrine, though.
But that the primordial air and magics is centered around it, right?
No. You sense powerful
Oh.
magic there. You sense there is a shrine somewhere in this area.
That
I feel that this
powerful magic
pyramid
you can't
is this.
control.
This pyramid is a source of great magical energy relating to air, at least, so we know what this quadrant is.
Did you say air?
Air, yes.
Okay.
There's always been primordial energy in each of these quadrants, and this one must be air.
That would make sense. So, is there anything we need to do here before we go, or are you ready to just jump in? Or should we continue planning for a few more moments?
I want to ask, and I would have known the name of this dude if I actually had my notebooks,
Azuth.
but I don't.
Azuth.
It's Zeus. I want to ask him because I know that
Jesus.
I know that Aronar can control the weave and like the flow, but I want to ask him if I can, in dire need, open up a same portal or a rift, just as a Rodner can, since I have the Shadow Weave on my side.
Ah, Mutagen. I do not know. None have ever attempted it.
Do you have any idea what I could do?
Would feel is too powerful and corrupting and unnatural for this world.
Could I attempt to do the same thing that a Romana does?
Can you speak the ancient tongue?
I can speak Infernal. I mean,
Not
Abyssal.
tongue. You must speak the tongue of those that crafted this world.
I don't think I can speak that. However, I never have encountered that language. So probably not. Well, good to know. So if Romana dies, we will never get back here.
Talking about primordial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't talk. Like, as far as my languages, I can't talk that. I can Abyssal, Common, Gnomish, Grung, Thieves' Cant, and Undercommon.
Azuth, just quick question. You would have known that I was directly related to Mystra? And I forgive you for not telling me, but what exactly is my relation to Mystra?
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I am having a little bit of
I'm
attitude.
just disappointed in you.
Okay, Dad.
So what
Wait,
exactly is my relation to Mystra?
Wait, don't you know your relation to Mystra?
I don't actually need to tell you. Because somebody else can.
I thought, okay, you've been dissing me because of Spirit. And you're telling me you don't even know what your relation to Mystra is. Even I knew that.
I've been told I'm a child of Mystra.
Yeah, you're a child of Mystra.
Does that mean my mother is Mystra?
Not your mother. Correct me if I'm wrong, Alex. I don't have my notes.
Keep going. You're right so far.
Not your mother. But who's your mother's mother? Eh? Even I know your mother's mother.
So my grandmother is Mystra.
Yes. I still don't have my notes, but I think I have written down in my notes that your grandmother is Mystra. Yes, your grandmother is Mystra.
That would make a lot of sense.
I know.
It explains a few things too.
Very strange.
How didn't you know this? Even I knew this.
People have been giving me vague hints and never really confirmed.
And it never occurred to you to ask questions?
This is where
No, it's
that Mystra is at her wedding.
I did not tell her that Mystra was at my wedding. and Robert does not know this.
Why would you know these things? You who are of the man who killed her.
Oh, because Mystra was at my wedding.
Why would Mr. be at your wedding? Also, you had a wedding?
Yes, I had a wedding. I'm married.
To a staff.
Questions for later. Anyway, I think by now you know what to do, Hattie, to get us to this quadrant.
I believe the key phrase this time. Well, let me stop. Are you ready to go?
I feel quite ready, yes. I'm left with more questions than I originally had, but yes.
And you, Trix?
Yeah, sounds good.
Laudanus Ventus.
Within the pyramid An ancient Jinn lies. He was brought here from the desert. He belongs elsewhere. Do not trust the words he speaks. He has bewitched the land already, made it barren and lifeless.
We will attempt to bring some level of life back to it and to see him off, however that may entail.
Do not trust Martek.
I don't trust anyone.
I don't trust. Yeah. Thank you for the warning. Is there more we should know before we go?
Don't trust Martin.
The Yuan-Ti are abominations. They sacrifice themselves for power, for the betrayer. They are not friends of Mesro.
Det är något som kan berätta Mantis.
We'll keep it in mind.
That sounds about par for the course for today. Shall we be off?
Yes, shall we?
Yeah,
Adonis Ventus.
but you are making good progress.
Before we go, what's the hourglass look like? Is there a little more sand in it?
There is a lot more sand.
Excellent. So we are making very good progress.
How like from the first and second quadrant that we've been in, approximately how much time have we spent in each quadrant?
3 days.
3 days?
Like each?
Yeah.
And we haven't even had a long rest. We would be exhausted.
Okay, let's have a long rest, actually.
We just took one.
Yeah.
We took a
When?
short rest. No, we haven't
We took a
taken
long
any
rest just before we started. We took a long rest between last session and this session.
Did we? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that does
Have we?
explain why I have all my spell slots. Yes,
We
yes,
took
we
a
have.
nap in Gaia's temple, basically.
Yes, we did.
Oh wait, that makes sense because I was suddenly at full health. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so we decided on northeast, west,
Yes.
Northeast.
north, right.
Quadrant 1.
You need to
What
learn
went
your
wrong?
direction. You need to learn your direction, woman.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like fun.
So, Hattie will put her hand over the board.
Never eat seaweed.
Mine's never
But
eat
seaweed's
shredded cheese.
tasty.
Which
What?
one did you learn, Travis? What mnemonic did you learn for it?
I didn't learn one. I just know what they are.
Oh, same. I never learned one. It was Nordöst, Nordväst.
Wait, Alex, I wanna ask Isuth.
Oh god.
Isuth. I can feel something underneath this crystal's wire. Is there like any lore or like history of whatever has been underneath here, as you know of?
The incarnations of light and dark dwell beneath the city.
So it's not evil.
It is light and dark.
Okay, so
Someone-
not evil then.
Some would call light and dark evil, but I think you're correct. I think it's just two sides of reality.
Tenebris and Lux lie beneath.
Wait, Tenebris and who?
Lux.
Tenebris and Lux. And who are they?
You will find out in due time, dear girl. For one,
Sounds like fun.
you.
Do you speak of the... Is one of them a shadow dragon?
One that's known to take the form of the Shadow Gar, yes.
That explains a few things.
You know that ancient society used to refer to dragons as Gar.
She would know that.
Yes, easily would know that.
She's probably been called that before.
Yeah,
Probably.
now it's developed into kind of a slur.
Oh, you fucking gar.
So being called a gar to a dragon is highly insulting now.
Well, dealing with dragons would be the first time, so this sounds like fun. I can't wait to meet Tenebris and Lux.
Basically means snake
Oh, I'm.
or serpent.
Well, technically, a dragon can be both snake or serpent, so.
It would be like referring to a dragon in common, calling them a great worm in a very derogatory manner.
Yes.
Yeah, worm.
Where it could be non-derogatory, or it probably depends on the tone.
Yeah.
But for an old guy calling a very ancient creature a gar, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But when somebody slings it at you, you know how it is.
Yeah, it's like when a really old guy looks at a black guy and goes, "Oh, hi, slave."
Yeah.
Word.
I mean, it's different than that, but yeah. I'm certainly hoping it's different than
Do
We're
we
not
land
dropping
on a
dragon inward lore here.
Are we landing on a stone plinth?
Actually, this is where we end session.
Oh my god.
No, would it be where you end session? I would not have guessed.
Oh, Roman,
My god,
have
it's
you discovered who Mistra is yet?
my grandmother.
Who's your grandmother?
Well, I have two of them, and it's not Lanela, because that's on my father's side.
Is it not Lanala?
Well,
Will you be
Lanela-
sure it's not Lanela?
Lanala is on your mother's
Well-
side, not your father's side.
Oh, well, in that case, there's been a few mistakes in how we've treated this, because we have said that Luna Wind is my father's side's name, but I think we did have a discussion about that sort of not being quite canon.
Yes, we did. Because
Yes.
I
Okay,
said
so then, yeah, then
father's
it's...
name would have been taken by your father because it contains more prestige.
Yes. And also, we have spoken about Nimbrel being a more,
Major society.
yes. Yeah. So I was thinking Lanela, but Aina specifically said mother side, and I was sort of confused by that. But yes, Lanela is Mistra.
Yes.
Oh, well, I only knew that Lanela is Mistra. Anyway, I have other people to tend to, so I had a fun session, and I bid you guys farewell.
Say hello to fake Alex for me.
Very well.
You can say it yourself.
Bonjour.
So-
she's gone.
Yep. I will take Alden's question at the moment. XP.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
I'm a little excited because we just purged a quadrant of undead. Unless you just already rolled that into the level up already.
No.
Okay.
I've calculated it. 5972.
5, 9,
Nobody
2. Damn.
nobody tell Trix we need to become more powerful. That's 5972. Ha ha ha. Very nice.
Sorry,
That's a big XP.
I calculate in digits. I can't help it.
It's fine.